The WWE Universe is in absolute chaos, and the storm brewing behind the curtains is unlike anything the industry has ever faced. Without wasting no time, take a moment to give us a like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more information. A scandal so outrageous, so heartbreaking, and so explosive has broken out that it has completely overshadowed storylines, championships, and even the biggest stars on the roster. Triple H, the man who is widely regarded as the cerebral assassin, the game, the visionary who took WWE into a new era alongside Vince McMahon, has officially filed for divorce from his wife of 2 decades, Stephanie McMahon. But this is no ordinary separation. This is a collapse fueled by betrayal that nobody saw coming. Stephanie McMahon, the so-called queen of WWE, the daughter of Vince McMahon and the powerful executive who has always walked side by side with her husband, has reportedly been involved in an affair with none other than Olympic gold medalist and WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. The revelation has sent shockwaves across locker rooms, social media, and boardrooms, igniting debates, outrage, and disbelief from fans, wrestlers, and industry experts. At first, whispers about this affair spread quietly, the kind of rumors that people dismissed as baseless gossip, but within hours it exploded into the public domain, lighting up social media like wildfire. Wrestling forums, fan blogs, Twitter threads, and Reddit boards were instantly ablaze with questions. How could Stephanie betray Triple H? How could she jeopardize not just her marriage, but the very dynasty of WWE itself with someone like Kurt Angle, who himself had a storied yet complicated history with the company? Fans who had admired Triple H and Stephanie for years as WWE's ultimate power couple now felt betrayed themselves, as if the loyalty and love they had invested into this couple had been shattered beyond repair. Triple H and Stephanie were married in 2003, and for nearly 20 years, they were seen as the royal couple of wrestling. He was the on-screen and off-screen general of the company, and she was the corporate powerhouse who carried the McMahon name with authority. Together, they were the foundation of WWE's leadership both in business and in creative storytelling. But behind the carefully polished facade, cracks were forming, cracks no one in the WWE universe ever suspected. Reports began emerging that Stephanie and Kurt Angle had been meeting privately, sharing late-night conversations, exchanging messages that blurred the line between professional and personal. WWE staff allegedly noticed odd behavior, Stephanie missing certain meetings without explanation, Kurt appearing at company events he wasn't officially scheduled for, and phone calls between the two at hours that raised suspicion. Nobody dared to question them, however, because these weren't just any employees. These were two giants of the business, two untouchables who had earned respect through their family name and wrestling legacy. When Triple H finally confronted Stephanie, insiders claim it was a scene that could rival any WrestleMania main event in its intensity. The cerebral assassin, known for his calm, strategic mind, reportedly broke down in rage and heartbreak as Stephanie admitted to the affair. Her explanation was that she felt emotionally neglected, dissatisfied, and still carried unresolved feelings for Kurt Angle from years past. But for Triple H, those words only cut deeper. This wasn't just about love. This was about betrayal at the highest level, one that ripped apart not only a marriage, but the trust that held together one of wrestling's most influential partnerships. Legal documents confirm the divorce filing cites infidelity and irreconcilable differences, and insiders believe the fallout could drastically reshape WWE's corporate and creative structure. Triple H and Stephanie weren't just a couple. They were decision-makers who together influenced storylines, contract negotiations, and company direction. Their split now throws WWE's entire leadership balance into uncertainty, leaving the board scrambling to figure out who truly holds the power moving forward. Fans have reacted with fury. Twitter was flooded with hashtags like #TripleHFury, #StephanieCheated, and #KurtAngleScandal, with thousands of fans voicing support for Triple H and lashing out at Stephanie and Kurt. Memes, emotional posts, and video reactions spread across the internet, capturing the disbelief of the WWE universe. Some fans wondered if WWE would dare to turn this real-life scandal into an on-screen storyline, while others called for complete separation, saying the betrayal was too raw, too real to exploit for entertainment. At live events, audiences erupted into chants of Triple H, while Stephanie's name was met with boos and Kurt's mentions triggered hostile reactions. The scandal has blurred the line between kayfabe and reality in a way WWE hasn't seen in years, perhaps ever. Meanwhile, Kurt Angle has remained completely silent. The man once known for his heroic persona and his in-ring integrity is now at the center of the storm, and yet he has offered no statement, no explanation, no denial. Sources claim he has been working with lawyers, preparing for the inevitable legal and professional backlash. His silence has only fueled speculation. Was this a reckless mistake, or were he and Stephanie truly in love? Did this affair last weeks, months, or years? Fans who once adored Kurt for his Olympic triumphs and wrestling greatness are now questioning whether his legacy can survive the stain of being at the center of one of WWE's biggest betrayals. Inside WWE headquarters, the tension is unbearable. Staff and talent are reportedly walking on eggshells, unsure of how much this drama will impact their careers. Executives are panicking, terrified that the scandal will damage sponsorships, television deals, and the company's already fragile public image. Some wrestlers are openly siding with Triple H out of respect for his loyalty and leadership, while others are keeping quiet, not wanting to be caught in the crossfire. Reports indicate WWE has held multiple emergency meetings to discuss the scandal's impact, with public relations teams working overtime to manage headlines. Even mainstream news outlets have latched onto the story, framing it as one of the most shocking celebrity betrayals in recent memory. For Triple H, the personal toll has been devastating. Friends say he is heartbroken and enraged, that his legendary calm demeanor has been replaced by visible pain. He has withdrawn from some public appearances, focusing on legal strategy and trying to protect both his children and his professional authority within WWE. Stephanie, meanwhile, is facing relentless backlash not just from fans but also from business partners who fear her damaged credibility could harm the company. Reports suggest certain sponsors have even reconsidered their partnerships, wary of being tied to the scandal. The human side of this tragedy cannot be overlooked. Triple H and Stephanie share children, and the divorce is expected to be incredibly difficult for them. Friends of the family have expressed concern that the children will suffer from both the emotional trauma of their parents' breakup and the overwhelming media coverage surrounding it. The scandal has raised questions about whether WWE can ever present itself as a unified family business again, now that one of its central families has been torn apart. The corporate ramifications are equally massive. WWE's board has reportedly discussed